it's Jennifer here from Belladonna's Botanicals, and this is part of the 12 Days of Yule Content Creator Challenge. I can guarantee you I will probably not make a video for every single day, but this is the first video, which you'll see other creators doing this as well. Hat tip to Ivy the Occultist, who is the creator I saw this with. Highly recommend her channel. And so the first one is share a winter solstice ritual or tradition. So this is going to be out there for the extremely busy business witches who are just now like, I can sit down and breathe again. I'm allowed to do that. Yes. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So when it comes to the Sabbats and the Wheel of the Year, I don't really celebrate them in a traditional sense, given that my magical practice relies heavily or delves heavily occult-wise into Luciferianism and demonolatry. So that aside, I do like celebrating. I tend to do a little bit more for like the major Sabbats than some of the minor ones like Imbolc, whatever. So I did go to a Yule celebration locally recently. So that was a new tradition was formed. So I will have some things to go to throughout the course of the year to celebrate with other people. So what am I doing? This is a very good question because well, I do know, as of 5 minutes ago. So I tend to fly by the seat of my pants for every single, like, I'm like, ah, crap, it's a holiday. I guess I should do something. Yeah. So with the time of year for winter solstice, where it's the longest night of the year, in the northern hemisphere anyways, very dark, it's very cold, etc. Well, depending where you're at in the northern hemisphere. I'm in the northeast of the country, so it's fairly cold. So what am I doing? Great question, let me tell you. So this is a two-part answer. So for us people who are really busy and don't always have the time to plan things, I did show these in my latest, or at least one of them in my latest Witchy Haul video. These are from Ritual, W-R-I-T-U-A-L. Sorry, sometimes the camera thing gets me. So this is their December monthly workbook, which I'm woefully behind on. Did the tarot card reading out though already. So within this, it gives you, these are just general things to do for the month of December. So, oh, that reminds me, I am going to do a Chariot card spell for New Year's resolutions at some point. It's like it gives you instructions in the book for, what you can do for this. I modify all of it for my needs and for what I want. Luckily for this one, I put notes in. There's a drawing down the moon ritual, which I'm going to assume is a full moon ritual, which is coming up shortly, I think. And then another tarot spread. So there was a tarot spread for the new moon, I believe. And now there's a tarot spread for the full moon. So that will be happening this month within the next few days. But they also have, so that's their monthly workbook. They also have a Sabbath collection. So this is the Yule Sabbath collection. So what is really great about this is it gives you sort of the history and background of what is Yule, the folklore, different symbols, astrology, herbal correspondences, crystals. So if you want some crystals, green aventurine, white agate, snowflake obsidian, and flower agate. Interesting. I just bought a snowflake obsidian tower, which will be in the January Witchy Haul video. So I'm going to look at some of this. It's got a whole bunch of different, like it's even got some stuff with Krampus. So shout out. Oh, interesting. I might work with this one. Dead Moros, which has its roots in numerous Slavic nations, including Russia. So I might do something around that because I am very Eastern European. It's got some other stuff. It's going into the colors and all this Yule tradition. So And here talk about Yule altar, Yule tree, Yule log. And there's some rituals in here. So I don't know if I'm going to do any from these ones particularly tonight. I'm going to investigate this a little further because as a little bit of preparation be done. Oh, there's an abundance jar ritual. I do like to make jars, and that's going to take us to our part 2 of what Yule traditions there are. And also a tarot spread. So I like these books because sometimes, not going to lie, doing all this stuff, making content keeps me really freaking busy. And sometimes my spiritual practices more in the physical rituals, like I'm always communing with spirit and doing things and energy work and stuff like that. But sitting down, you know, I have some candles going that I've had for a while and some incense. But it's so stuff like this helps me at least to kind of go, okay, I need to focus in and do something. So I think what I'm going to do, I might do this tonight. I might kind of work through it through the rest of the year. But this is a previous jar. So what I'm doing is, this is one of my jars. This is a protection jar. This is a little bit big one. This was the main one. I've had this for, I don't remember when I did it originally, but I've had this one for a while. Actually, maybe earlier in the year, maybe like around January or something, I did this one. So this one I use all the time. So what I'm going to do, since a whole bunch of little jars, I keep getting all these like $15 coupons from IKEA because I have a credit card there, and I bought like a lot of shelving, like over $1,000 worth of shelving. So I've been getting a lot of like $15 gift certificate things. So I've been buying random stuff. So I got a whole bunch of jars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these, and I'm going to make some protection jars, or even just any kind. Some might be protection, some might be like the abundance one, different things like that. So I'm going to make different jars for around my house. I think they're going to probably be a little bit more on the protection side of things, but and some offerings. You know, I'm going to intuitively select some crystals and herbs, sigils, maybe some petitions, other things as needed as they pop up. So that's kind of going to be my little, what I'm doing now. So one of the other traditions I do, I started this in 2020, is that because, you know, during that year, we all were kind of a little, there's a lot going on. I didn't get together with my family that year, so I was just alone on Christmas. So that year I decided, this was my first year of working with like Lucifer and the Infernals and Lilith and the Dark Goddesses and all that. So what Christmas Day has become to me is Feast of the Morning Star. So I usually do something, a very personal, private working with Lucifer that day. And you're probably thinking, why are you working with Lucifer on Christmas? Well, it's not all completely unrelated as it gets to it. I've been getting a lot of downloads and weird things. I am still sussing it out, and I just dropped something on the floor. But yeah, so I'm going to be working with, do that again. That's one of my traditions that I do. This is probably going to be a pretty quick video, but I always feel a little frustrated, and I'm sure some of the people who are, you know, equally busy, especially for those of us who I don't get much downtime, you know, this time of year. I mean, I am trying to be better about not working myself to the bone, and I've been very tired this past week. So, you know, I would love to be able to do a big elaborate ritual. That's just like, I just do not have the spoons for it right now. I'm lucky. I would probably lay down in bed to meditate and pass out. You know, I'm just tired. So that is my little, you know, kind of tradition of things that I'm doing right now. It may change. Like I said, I am not one. I'm honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm a very anti-traditionalist. I'm realizing, although I think I've always known that about myself, is that I think traditions are nice, but it's like there's times when they need to be adapted. Because I've worked in places before that were very much like that. Well, this is the way we've always done this. I'm like, doesn't mean it's right or efficient or still works now, 20 years later. So things change, and it's okay to break from traditions. I think a lot of people are scared to, or feel like, they're letting things down. I mean, I would love to be able to make halupki the way my grandmother made halupki. I do not have the time for it. And holy crap. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I tried. But we have traditional dishes my family makes as we get together and have meals and stuff like that. So some of it is there. I mean, I do miss some of the traditions we had growing up, but times change. Grandparents die. I mean, my grandparents, the last one passed in 2016. So, things change. And, my family is different. We have, I was living in Philadelphia up until almost 3 months ago. So that changed things. So, I mean, for 17 years of that, I was with my ex-husband, so we had his family stuff there too. And, my brother has his family, we have different health and medical needs and stuff like that. So, it's okay to change traditions. I wish more people were comfortable with that. And also I'm sure, there's some people be like, well, yeah, so I'll leave it there. I like the choose your own adventure, Yule workings or general like holiday workings, because usually I'm notorious for not knowing what day it is, day of the week, date, whatever. I lose time. I don't know. So anyways, yeah. So a lot of times I'm flying by the seat of my pants, even if I have all the time in the world, because I forgot, tomorrow was the thing. So anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, sign up to our e-newsletter and social media to keep an eye out on all the goings on, any sales, new product drops, new video content, etc. Love y'all.